Welcome to our first couch conversation. Today we are going to be talking about stress, since that seems to be a very high topic right now, and some of kind of the unexpected ways it's been showing up for us, since we know some of the usual stress symptoms, but Lynn and I have some stories of some weird ways it's been showing up for us. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And then we want to hear from you in the comments, of course, of maybe some ways stress has been showing up for you. So Lynn, do you want to tell us the story of your weird stress response?
Oh, I've had a lot of them. I think one of the ones that jumps out at me is when I was talking to a colleague, and we were talking about a mutual friend of ours, and he was asking me how she's doing, and I said, well, I think she's doing okay. I'm a little worried about her mom though, because I know she's in a home and she's been ill. And he kind of gave me this weird look, and I didn't catch on at first. And it wasn't until we continued to have the conversation that he finally stopped me and said, Lynn, her mom passed away 2 years ago. We were both at the funeral. And I realized that my brain had completely blocked that out. I didn't even realize that she had, for some reason, it wasn't something my brain was accessing at the time. And we know that from the research, right? That when we're really stressed out, we just don't think straight.
No, it's a perfect example of that forgetfulness that I think we've all been having. But not just of little things, like forgetting little things you have to do, but just forgetting this whole really emotional experience.
That was a pretty big thing to forget.
That is a pretty big thing, and I love his look.
I felt horrible.
But I love his look, too, of being like,
Oh yeah, that was a look. I'm not going to live that one down.
Yeah, mine is not as extreme, but it was something I'd been doing for a week or two before I really picked up on it. I was dropping stuff all the time, and we have a downstairs neighbor, and every time I dropped it, I would kind of like apologize to him in my head of being like, why am I dropping all of these things all of a sudden? And it finally just clicked one day when I was doing some work of like, oh, this is my motor function. Like, my body is exhausted from tension, and then because you're a little bit more distracted, your brain's not working as well, you're not coordinating those functions as well. And so dropping things or not handling things the way you normally would is also kind of a side effect of the stress that you might not think of right away. And it's kind of funny to think that both you and I teach about stress all the time, and didn't see these as signs. So who knows what other ones we're experiencing that we haven't clued into yet either.
Well, because I know specifically in Kids Have Stress too, we talk about the lack of motor coordination in young children when they're stressed out. I think sometimes as adults we feel like we might be past that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, but we're just as susceptible to it.
Absolutely.
Same stress system, no matter how old you are.
Yeah. So my husband's been growing the COVID beard, and I've been teasing him about that. And so a few days ago, he actually finally trimmed it and, got it down to a manageable size. And it took me 2 days to notice. I was like, hey, when did you do that? He says, like 2 days ago, and you never noticed.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, the powers of observation, I think, go down as well.
Yeah.
As we sort of go into ourselves a little bit more, become more introspective, and,
all of those executive functions, observation, decision making, all that stuff just isn't working as well.
Yeah. Like what to have for dinner.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Can become a half-hour conversation.
Definitely.
So.
Awesome. But yeah, let us know if you have had any kind of weird symptoms or things that are going on for you right now in the comments, and we'll chat with you. Also, let us know what else you want to hear from Couch Conversations, who we might want to interview or what we might want to talk about. Until then, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.